It's funny how you never know when lost media is just gonna show up and surprise you. Lately, I've been getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh cards, which is something I was never really big into back in the day. I mean, I liked the show and I had some cards, but I never played the game right. I didn't have many friends who played the game, so I didn't have as many childhood experiences as others might have had. Recently, I thought, maybe it would be cool to actually get back into Yu-Gi-Oh and start collecting the cards and teaching myself the game and how to play properly. Now that's easier said than done, because apparently Yu-Gi-Oh is way more advanced nowadays than it was back in the day, but luckily there are YouTube channels out there that really help in teaching you the game. So I actually stumbled across this one channel called TeamAPS. Now they cover a wide range of topics ranging from like competitive card mechanics to just like fun memories and trivia stuff. So I was watching this one video on top 50 things you didn't know about Yu-Gi-Oh! And something in that list surprised me.
Did you know that Kazuki Takahashi actually designed a second card game? Apparently it was called Advent Heroes, and it was designed to be played with a traditional 52 playing card deck. However, we tried to find information about this on the internet, but it seems to basically be non-existent.
That's right, there exists some Yu-Gi-Oh related lost media that I had no idea existed, and apparently no one else did either. So I had never heard of this Advent Heroes game before. I didn't even know that Kazuki Takahashi had made anything besides Yu-Gi-Oh! I thought like, maybe this is just so obscure to the point where like, you know, no one's really like looked into it or looked on like Japanese websites for it, because that's what I was thinking originally was like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Originates in Japan, so maybe this card game just didn't really find its way out of Japan. And that was kind of the sentiment that Trivia Fact gave me anyway, is that there wasn't really a lot of documentation on the game. So I think the idea behind this was to design a card game that did not require players to go out and buy extra cards or extra things you need to play it. Just anyone can play it as long as you have a 52 deck of cards, which is a pretty standard item that most people, you know, probably own. But this is kind of where the mystery comes in. Since it's not like an actual, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or something you have to go out and buy, everyone has it. The game didn't really like release. More so, it was posted about on Studio Dice, which is Kazuki Takahashi's personal website. There were 3 parts to this. So the 3 components were 1, an introductory comic that kind of explained a little bit about the backstory. Now I'm not sure how in-depth the comic was, but there is a little page of it archived on the different websites that reported on this game's existence. The fundamental piece of lost media in this case is that of the how to play rules and the walkthrough guide that had visuals detailing how to play the game. And that's what no one can find. So back in the day when this was first released, I guess online, a bunch of different anime news websites, a bunch of different like Yu-Gi-Oh websites reported on this because it was kind of a big deal, you know, Kazuki Takahashi's making a new card game. But the big problem that all these websites did is that instead of screenshotting the rules or screenshotting the walkthrough guide, they just posted a link that would send you to Studio Dice's website, which was kind of weird considering they screenshotted the little comic, but nothing else. So it's kind of crazy that no one saved this. I don't know how long it was up for exactly, but it was popular enough to like get mentioned on anime websites, and I'm sure people in the Yu-Gi-Oh loop back in the day probably checked it out. But as far as I can tell, no one saved the rulebook for this game, so no one knows how to play it, and no one saved the walkthrough guide, so we can't actually like visually see how to play it either. And that's kind of crazy when you think about like something being online in the early 2010s that's gone completely missing. And I looked all over the place. It's just the same kind of like reposted story from website to website. They mention its existence, link Studio Dice's website, but that's it. Now you might be thinking the Wayback Machine would have it, and that's what I was thinking too. But I went there and Studio Dice's website just was not saved properly, or maybe it can't be saved properly on the Wayback Machine, so you don't get any information, any posts on it, just a blank page. And that's actually the state of the website currently, is that it's kind of like, I guess, dormant right now, and it's unknown when it's going to go back online. So then I thought the only other solution I could possibly have would be to contact Kazuki Takahashi himself and ask if he has the rulebook or walkthrough guide. So the only account I was able to find for him was on Instagram, and I sent him a message in the best Japanese I could kind of like put together. It's pretty direct, just stating like, I'm looking for the rules to Advent Heroes, do you have them? Nothing more, I couldn't really say anything else. But as of this recording, he has not replied. It'll be interesting to see what comes of that, but I'm just surprised that no one else has it. Maybe after watching this video, some people will come forward with saved copies. A note about the rulebooks and the walkthrough guides, though, they were all in Japanese, so maybe that's why no one thought to save them, because if you didn't speak Japanese, you probably wouldn't really be able to understand what was going on. So that could be a reason why they weren't saved, but still, it would be useful to have them archived because we could get them translated, and then we could all play Advent Heroes. If you guys know of any more Yu-Gi-Oh! Related lost media or lost cards or something like that, definitely let me know in the comments, because I'd be interested in doing more like Yu-Gi-Oh! Lost media videos that directly relate to Yu-Gi-Oh! So yeah, feel free to let me know if there's anything like that out there. But until then, I think I'm going to go duel Tracker back there, so I'll catch you guys next video. Finn. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to check out some of my other game-related lost media videos. Thanks for watching, and until next time, Finn.